Hyundai is getting ready to deliver a 2027 Santa Fe refresh, and the changes are substantial enough to make buying the 2026 today a decision you are likely to regret. If you have been shopping for a mid-size SUV and feel like the timing just does not seem right, your instinct is worth trusting, because what is coming genuinely deserves your attention. The 2027 Santa Fe is arriving with a redesigned cabin, next-generation software, and a brand new powertrain that no competitor in this class has ever offered. Number 6. Updated styling. The fifth-generation Santa Fe arrived with a design that split opinions sharply. Those vertical headlight clusters, the polarizing rear tailgate, and the boxy proportions. None of it landed the way Hyundai had hoped with a wide portion of buyers. For 2027, that is being corrected. Spy shots already confirm the front end is getting a thorough rework. Vertical LED strips at the outer edges of the upper fascia are paired with a full-width horizontal light bar across the top, producing a bold, H-shaped lighting signature that reads as far more intentional than the current generation's controversial layout. The primary headlight units are relocating lower into the bumper, creating a layered, multi-plane front design with visual depth that the outgoing model simply cannot offer. At the rear, vertical tail lamps stacked along the outer edges, combined with a mid-tailgate horizontal light strip, are giving the back end a cleaner, sharper read. New 21-inch wheels are expected to complete the exterior overhaul. This is Hyundai making deliberate corrections rather than cosmetic ones. The 2027 Santa Fe is going to wear this refresh with far more confidence than its predecessor. The exterior changes alone would be reason enough to wait, but Hyundai is also putting something under the hood that no Santa Fe has ever carried before. Number 5. New E-Rev powertrain. A powertrain category is gaining serious traction in the automotive world right now, and the 2027 Santa Fe is about to become the first Hyundai model in North America to offer it. The technology is called E-Rev, short for Extended Range Electric Vehicle, and the way it works is genuinely different from anything currently in this segment. A 2.5-liter turbocharged gas engine sits under the hood, but it never drives the wheels directly. Its only job is to act as a generator, charging the battery pack while two electric motors handle all propulsion duties. A front motor generator handles both charging support and front axle drive. A dedicated rear drive motor provides full all-wheel drive capability without a conventional drive shaft. Here is where that architecture starts to matter in a real way. One of the biggest hesitations people have with electric vehicles is the thought of watching the battery percentage drop on a long highway stretch. Miles from the next charger, no easy exit in sight, and a family in the back asking how much further. That situation does not exist with an E-Rev. The moment the battery needs support, the gas engine takes over charging duties automatically. No driver input, no detour, no stress. You keep moving. Hyundai is projecting a combined driving range of over 600 miles from this system. For a mid-size family SUV, that number is in a category of its own. The battery technology backing this up is notable too. Hyundai's engineers have developed an ultra-high performance pack that achieves the same output with less than half the capacity of a conventional EV, keeping weight and cost under control. The same hardware is expected to be shared with the Kia Telluride, which signals how seriously the brand is committed to this platform. The Santa Fe is getting it first, but as groundbreaking as that powertrain is, the moment you open the door on the 2027 model, you will find the inside has been rebuilt just as thoroughly. Number 4. New dashboard. The current Santa Fe's interior does the job, but the layout has started to show its age against newer competition. A completely redesigned dashboard is arriving for 2027, and this is not a refresh limited to new trim pieces and stitching. Spy shots point to a new steering wheel with a squarer, more contemporary shape. Slimmer central AC vents are freeing up visual space across the dash, reducing the cluttered feel that affects the current model's center stack. The more significant structural change, though, involves the displays. What is currently a single integrated panel housing two 12.3-inch screens side by side is being replaced with a completely different arrangement. A 9.9-inch digital instrument cluster handles driver-facing information, while a separate 17-inch touchscreen is positioned independently in the central area of the dashboard, sitting more like a large tablet than a built-in unit. That separation is functionally important. The cluster stays focused on what the driver needs. The infotainment screen gets the real estate it needs to be used properly. For anyone who has spent time with the current Santa Fe's interior, the 2027 cabin is going to feel like a different generation of vehicle, not just a revised one. The new layout is a major step forward on its own, but what is actually running on those screens changes the experience at a level that hardware alone cannot explain. Number 3. New infotainment system. A large screen is only as good as what powers it, and for 2027, the Santa Fe is making the jump to Hyundai's next-generation Pleos Connect platform. This is not an incremental software update. It is a system built from the ground up on Android Automotive, and it changes how the entire experience feels from the moment you get in. Think about how often you have tried to adjust navigation or change a playlist while driving and ended up cycling through 3 or 4 menus just to get where you needed. That back and forth with an unresponsive or poorly organized system is one of the most quietly frustrating parts of daily driving. Pleos Connect is built to eliminate exactly that friction. A smartphone-like interface with split view and multi-window functions lets you run navigation and audio controls simultaneously. No nested menus, no mode switching. An LLM-based voice assistant called Glio AI handles natural language commands, while Pleos ID personalization adjusts settings automatically for each driver. Number 2. Comprehensive powertrain lineup. One of the genuine strengths of the 2027 Santa Fe is going to be what buyers can choose from, and that breadth of options is rare in a midsize SUV at this price level. The traditional gasoline engine is continuing, the hybrid carries over, the plug-in hybrid remains in the mix, and now the E-Rev is joining the roster, a powertrain type that barely existed in mainstream midsize SUVs until recently. 4 distinct approaches to electrification under one nameplate. Most competing models do not come close to offering that range. The practical benefit for the buyer is genuine flexibility. Frequent long-distance drivers who want maximum range without range anxiety can point straight to the E-Rev. Those with shorter daily commutes and occasional road trips will find the plug-in hybrid the more economical fit. Buyers who simply want a dependable, fuel-efficient vehicle without navigating electrification complexity have the hybrid. And for those who prefer to keep it straightforward, the gas option stays on the table. The Santa Fe is not forcing a compromise based on what the lineup can or cannot deliver. It is offering real choices across different needs and budgets. That kind of lineup depth builds long-term value into the vehicle, well beyond what the sticker price alone communicates. And that powertrain flexibility is a strong argument on its own. But none of it means much if the price has climbed out of reach, which is exactly why the final reason matters most. Number 1. Attractive price. Every upgrade covered in this video, the refreshed exterior, the new dashboard layout, the Pleos Connect software, and an entirely new E-Rev powertrain, is arriving without a significant jump in what buyers are expected to pay. The 2027 Santa Fe is heading to US dealers in late 2026, with pricing projected to range between $35,000 and $55,000 across the full lineup. That entry point keeps the base trims firmly accessible for buyers who have been watching the broader SUV market climb steadily over recent years. That matters more than it might seem at first glance. A lot of buyers in this segment have spent the last few years watching a vehicle they could afford gradually price itself out of reach with each new model year, and the 2027 Santa Fe is not doing that. Upper trims, including the E-Rev, are expected to stay under a ceiling that competitors carrying similar technology are struggling to meet. The Santa Fe has built its market position on delivering a strong package for a reasonable price, and the 2027 is set to honor that reputation. The 2027 Hyundai Santa Fe is shaping up to be one of the more complete mid-cycle refreshes this segment has seen in years. A corrected exterior design, a rebuilt cabin, a 17-inch display running brand new software, and underneath it all, a powertrain architecture that puts the Santa Fe ahead of anything this class currently offers. That combination, arriving at a price the market will find difficult to argue with, makes the case for patience a straightforward one. The 2026 is a fine vehicle. The 2027 is a significantly better version of it, and for buyers who are not in a rush, the difference is well worth the wait. The new model seems more appealing than ever, but it will also have to face competition that's fiercer than ever before. Many other 3-row SUVs are shaping up for the next year, including the Honda Pilot, which you can check out in our next video. Updated cabin, new tech features, and above anything else, new V6 hybrid powertrain are about to take this popular SUV to new heights.